We are just getting out of the city, Monterrey, and oh my goodness, thought I was gonna have a heart attack. The streets here are insane, and then they're full of potholes, like on the freeway. It's crazy. Crazy.
Are we there yet?
We have arrived in San Luis Potosi. Cars. This is not a place you want to drive. Good. So let's talk about driving in Mexico for a minute, because there are a couple things that are different than driving in, say, the United States. First off is the quality of roads varies greatly throughout the country, and depending on where you are. Mexico has a system of toll roads, and the toll roads are really good for this reason. Even though you have to pay, a toll road is maintained, and it's also patrolled. That makes toll roads the safest route to travel in Mexico, because you're a lot less likely to run into trouble, like say falling in some giant pothole on a toll road, than you are off of one. If you're off a toll road, there are no guarantees, and trust me, there are some pretty gnarly roads down here. Second is that speed in Mexico is regulated mostly by topes, or speed bumps. There are speed bumps around every populated area, and when I say there are speed bumps, I mean there's like 50,000 speed bumps. They're everywhere. These range in size from tiny little vibrator bumps to mini Mount Everests that will rip your muffler right off as you go over them. They're terrible. So it's very important as you're driving through Mexico that you are always aware of your surroundings, because you don't want to be going 30, 40 miles an hour down the road and hit a tope at that speed. It will destroy your vehicle. Lastly, passing in Mexico is a very interesting subject. So there's kind of an unspoken rule here that if you want to pass, you pass. It doesn't matter what the signs say, it doesn't matter if there's a double yellow line, it doesn't matter if you're on a curve. If people want to pass you, they're going to pass you. Courtesy dictates that you get over to the shoulder of the road if you can safely do so to allow faster cars to go by you. This essentially turns a 2-lane highway into a 4-lane road. It's kind of crazy. So the lanes on the side become the lanes where slower cars go, or people that want to go slow or have people pass them. And the middle lanes are where people are flying by and passing. It can get pretty hairy at times and is honestly one of the scarier parts of driving in Mexico. But on the flip side, it does alleviate traffic and getting stuck behind that slow truck. So these are a couple little tips for you if you ever come down and drive in Mexico. All right, it's day 13 of our Mexico adventure. Taking a little long lunch break this afternoon from work to come check out a pyramid, an ancient pyramid discovered right here in Queretaro under a hill. So yeah, we're gonna go check it out. Take an hour and have some fun.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go easy.
That was really cool. Love to spend a little more time, but gotta get back and finish up the work day. But pretty awesome. You can just take a quick lunch and go see an ancient pyramid. Only in Mexico.
Before we knew it, our time in Querétaro was over. The few short days we stayed in the city were amazing. There's so much to do and see there, especially in the historic district, where the colonial buildings, plazas, and old churches lend a magical atmosphere. This was definitely one of our favorite stops on our journey. But it was time to continue on, so we drove on to a small town in the state of Hidalgo, where we stayed for 2 nights to allow a visit to the famous Grutas Tolontango. We had that adventure on day 15 of our trip, and we've made it into a separate video, which we'll link above.
All right, day 16 of our trip through Mexico. Today we're going to be driving, I don't remember the name of the place, Coatzacoalcos, and yeah, then on Saturday or Sunday we'll finish our drive the rest of the way, so it'll be good.
We're in Mexico, guys.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife.
Wow, this countryside is
And I can feel the sun on my skin.
Oh guys, look at that volcano, look at that, it's erupting.
Beginning to thaw from within. as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face,
So yummy. All right, we have arrived in Veracruz. We ate dinner here at our hotel and swam a bit. And it is so stinking hot out here. I can see my thing fogging up already. We're gonna do a little gecko hunt tonight because we're in the tropics and there's geckos here. All right, let's go do it. Careful, guys. Whoa, careful, Matthew. Oh yeah, there he is. Gecko.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to
Are we there yet?